Yo, Glee Club, let's do some drama. Hi, Glee Clubbers. Welcome. This is Joe's session today, all on drama and different things we can be doing drama based at home. There we go. We're going to do a whole range of different activities. We're going to go through our vocal skills, our physical skills. We're going to play some games, do all sorts of different activities, and give you some tasks that you can do at home as well. Some kind of creative and fun tasks for you to look at, and all sorts of different things. So to start off with, we're going to focus on our voice. So the first thing we're going to try is just with our mouth. We're going to warm up. So we're going to pretend we've got a big piece of toffee inside of our mouth. So we're going to be moving around like that. Try and stretch it to all the different parts of your mouth as you're moving it around. And as you move it, it's a magical kind of toffee. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger each time. So as we're going, and it gets so big, it stretches all of your mouth as big as you possibly can. Fantastic. So that should warm up our mouths nicely. To start off with, stretching out all of our different muscles, because it's really important when we're talking as a character or in a performance that we're using our mouth. We're opening our mouth so it's really clear what we're trying to convey to an audience, because there's nothing more annoying than sitting and watching a play and you not being able to hear what anyone says because they're mumbling and they've got the... It's really annoying. So what we can do is we can really make sure our mouth is nice and crisp and clear. What we're saying is crisp and clear because our mouth is open, it's wide, and it's nice and loud. Let's start off with a couple of tongue twisters. They're going to force us to really overemphasize what we're doing with our mouth. So the first one of these we're going to do is unique New York. 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 How fast can you say it without going? Which is what happens to me all the time. So unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, and really emphasize. Look how far my mouth is moving. Like unique New York every time. Look, to really emphasize our mouths as we go. So unique New York, unique New York, fantastic. As we get going. Now the next one we're going to do is we're going to go better butter. Now, we're on the Isle of Wight, and everyone on the Isle of Wight, most people on the Isle of Wight, lose their T sounds. So we end up going, we live on the Isle of Wight. Or, yeah, I'm alright. Rather than I'm alright, and I live on the Isle of Wight. And we need to make that T sound. So in better and butter, the temptation would be go better, butter. Which basically what we're doing is changing the T to a D sound, which isn't right. It's not very crisp and it's not very clear, and that's what we're focusing on today. It's how we can create crisp and clear sounds. So in this one, we're going to go better, butter, better, butter. And let's say, like, you should be able to see how big my mouth is coming right in, and I'm going beh, like that, beh, better, butter. And I'm really hitting those T sounds. I want to be able to hear that. So my mouth has got to go ta. So we go right in for ba, and t sounds are coming out. Better butter, 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 better butter. Not better butter, but better butter, better butter. Really nice big mouth. Eat, sleep, drama, repeat. So eat, sleep, drama, repeat. Eat, sleep, drama, repeat. So let's hear that P of sleep. Let's hear those T's of eat and repeat. Exactly the same. Temptation we get eat, sleep, move, repeat, eat, sleep, drama, repeat, eat, sleep, drama, repeat, eat, sleep, drama, repeat. We don't want that. We want eat, sleep, drama, repeat. 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 Now, as you're doing this, let's make our mouths as big as possible. My mouth is wonderfully highlighted with this fantastic beard, just growing a little bit out of control in the whole lockdown situation. We're trying to make it as big as possible and as crisp and as clear so we can all see what you're doing with your mouth and we can hear that sound really clearly. So eat, sleep, drama, repeat. Eat, sleep, drama, repeat. Eat, sleep, drama, repeat. Even bigger with your mouth. Can you go even bigger? Eat, sleep, drama, repeat. Eat, sleep, drama, repeat. Eat, sleep, drama, repeat. If you have ever seen the wonderful Michael Rosen, who is a fantastic poet and children's author. Now, he's written books that you probably will know. He wrote the fantastic We're All Going on a Bear Hunt. Now, he does this fantastic video online, which is called Chocolate Cake.
Yeah, I love it. Well, look at it. I loved my mum's chocolate cake.
Yes, I love chocolate cake. But what is fantastic about Michael Rosen is his facial expressions that he does. He's really crisp and he's really clear in his big, clear, open mouth. But he also does his wonderful facial expressions that go with it. So I want you to imagine, right in front of you, is the most delicious chocolate cake you have ever seen.
Smells chocolatey, eh?
You can imagine think of all the different senses. So, what does this chocolate cake smell like? What does this chocolate cake sound like when you cut a little slice? What does it feel like as you put it in your hand? Do you feel it melting slightly? What does your chocolate cake taste like if you have a little tiny nibble? Delicious. I really want some chocolate cake now. Do we have any? Have we got any chocolate cake? So think about on your face how you can convey how much you love this chocolate cake. So and let's break it right down. Let's think about it. I'm going to move my massive quiff out of the way so we can properly see. I'm going to start here with the eyebrows. And we're really shocked, aren't we? So let's raise these eyebrows. It's chocolate cake. It's my favourite chocolate cake. My eyebrows are going to try and touch my hairline all the way up here. They've got quite a long way to go. It's an enormous forehead. But they're racing up to try and touch because there's I love chocolate cake so much. Okay? Which is going to help open up my eyes. Because I'm going to want to see this chocolate cake as much as I possibly can. So my eyes are going to want to be as big and as open as possible. Chocolate cake! And then I think about raising my cheeks up because I'm really excited. I've got a massive grin on my face. And my mouth open as wide as I possibly can. I love chocolate cake. Oh, delicious. Now, what would happen if you were told you couldn't have a slice of that chocolate cake? What would happen if you were told that you have to save it for tomorrow morning, when you can wrap it up, put it in a nice little tin foil, take it home, take it into school the next day, or you can have it tomorrow at lunchtime. But you know, downstairs when you're laid in bed that night, you're going to sleep and all you think about is the chocolate cake. Think about that frustration, that worry. How can you show that on your face? So let's think about it. We're almost doing the opposite. All you're thinking about is chocolate cake inside your head. Oh, I love chocolate cake. Was big and expressive, wasn't it? But the worry is going to bring our faces all the way in. So our eyebrows are going to lower right down. Oh, we're going to, rather than having a big, wide open mouth, Clenching it all right in. Oh God, all my worry lines on my forehead. All my worry lines on my forehead. And my whole face and my whole, like, I'm even including a bit of my posture here, which is my shoulders, what I'm doing with my shoulders. They're coming right up as I'm like, oh God, stop thinking about the chocolate cake that's downstairs. What am I going to do? Oh. Yeah, and there's this real kind of change compared to that. I love chocolate. And even you can notice in my posture here that my shoulders are quite relaxed because I'm ready and welcoming in this delicious chocolate cake that I'm going to eat. Oh, I love chocolate cake. And then, oh, I just really want some chocolate cake right now. Really different. So we can see and we can play around with this. And those extreme facial expressions are really important because if you imagine when we're at home, we're having a conversation, or even on here, like you're not that far away from me, the cameras. If you're on stage, it's miles away. It's an enormous place, and people are going to be able to see right from the back exactly how you're feeling. It's not just you being a short distance away. It's not chocolate cake, but it's very nice. So up next is our posture. Okay, so when we're thinking about our posture, we mean our shoulders, how we stand or how we sit. It's a lot about you as a person, how you're feeling. So as simple as, if we start in that neutral position where our shoulders are slightly back, our heads are up and our shoulders are out like this. We're in kind of a neutral standing point, so we can go from there. If I lower my shoulder, bring them in like this, what does it tell you about me and how I'm feeling? So it might be looking like I'm a bit nervous, that I'm a bit worried about something. I'm trying to cover over the rest of my body, so I'm conscious or worried about something. A bit upset, as I might even tilt my head down a bit as I raise my shoulders up and bring them towards my chest. And then we're back into that neutral position. And then the contrast here, if I really ram my shoulders back, you're right, yeah. Like, ram it right back. It's overconfident. It's arrogant. It's somebody who's like, oh, you're starting. But actually, somebody who's like that is as kind of false as someone down here. Which is why the neutral position is so important, because it shows you this is the kind of most confident you can be. Okay? This too arrogant, who thinks he's really cool, hiding some confidence. And here, we got someone who is showing that they're lacking in confidence, not wanting to do something. So this is why this neutral position is so key and so important. But it means that we can create characters from there. Okay? We can bring right up and we're scared of something. Okay? We can like, bring it back if you think you want to have a bit of an argument. You can lower them if you're a little bit frightened or whatever. So we can play around with our posture to tell. We shouldn't just keep our shoulders in neutral all the time. Neutral is a really good confident pose to be in, but if we're playing a character, we need to think about how their posture is and how their shoulders would be. So up next is our hand gesture, something I'm probably sure you could see a lot of me doing a lot of in this video. Hand gestures is a really important way of getting across to your audience how your character is feeling. So think about how your character would use their hands. We all know how you use your hands, but as simple as like if you're playing Donald Trump. We've all seen lots of videos of Donald Trump, I'm sure, but he uses very strong key, like big key poses to show his point as he talks. Okay, lots and lots of this kind of action as we go. I wouldn't normally use this kind of pose, this kind of action, but if you're playing Donald Trump, and it's not just where you're at, like your hands, what you do with your hands, but also where you put them. Like he raises his hands up a little bit for his little, like they're just slightly away from his body as he goes. Like, it's going to be great, it's going to be fantastic, it's going to be wonderful. You've got actions like that. Okay? Which is very different from the kind of the actions that I would do, the floppy kind of wrist as we go. Blah 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 blah. Now, one good thing, if you've got a friend or a family member at home with you now, in your lockdown household, you can play a fun little game all about gestures, which I really thoroughly recommend. So what you do is you put your hands, person stands here with their hands like this, and then your friend comes behind you and they poke their hands through the hole in your arm, and they do all your gestures for you, whilst you stand there with your hand behind your back like this. So it can really help you focus on the action. It looks very silly, someone else delivering all of your actions for you. That's a really fun game you can play if you've got someone else there with you. So that's really quite a good silly drama activity you can do. So that's our facial expression, our posture, and our gestures. Now I've put with this video down below a link to watch the Michael Rosen video where he does the chocolate cake, and also a bit of the text, because I think what would be really good is if you take a bit of that text and have a go at performing it yourself, using really over-exaggerated facial expressions, really over-exaggerated and clear posture for when you're frightened, when you're feeling like, oh, I can have as much chocolate cake because I love chocolate cake, yeah, or oh, I think I might get caught by somebody else, you know, moving our gestures around, and then, oh, I love chocolate cake, really using, oh, it's so nice, I just want to touch it, using our hand gestures to get that point across and showing us what's happening, as well as telling us the story. Okay? Be really clear and crisp when you're saying it. It's I love chocolate. It's I love chocolate cake. Let's see the sounds of the chocolate cake in your mouth as you go.
When I was a boy, I had a favourite treat. It was when my mum made chocolate cake. Oh, I loved chocolate cake.
So I'm gonna have a little go now, and you can we'll stop it and start it and discuss it as we go. But that first bit, so make sure you've got the words. You should be able to see them somewhere, or you might want to scribble them down or print them off, however you want to do it. But the words are, I love chocolate cake, and when I was a boy, I loved it even more. Okay, so let's break down what I've done there. So I've really put a lot of what's called emphasis on the word love. So it means that I've kind of highlighted that word as being really key. Okay? You might want to highlight a different word. It's up to you how you do your one. I want to highlight that word. I've elongated it, made it as long as possible. So I've gone, I love chocolate cake. I think it makes it really kind of show how much this character loves the chocolate cake. But you might decide that actually you want to put the emphasis somewhere else. So it might be that you want to really highlight the word chocolate, because it's not just any cake. This is a chocolate cake that you love. So you might be going, I love chocolate cake. Yeah, it's a really different, like it's a different interpretation of the line. Or it might be that you want to say that it's you who loves the chocolate cake. So you'll be like, I love chocolate cake. So it's all about you, like in comparison to what someone else would love. Or it's the cake bit that you love, so you'd be like, I love chocolate cake. Yeah, and the excitement could come across. But choose one word that you can highlight in that sentence that really showcases how you feel about the word. So I love chocolate cake. And then if I go for that, that's telling the audience, isn't it? I love chocolate cake straight away. The next line, and when I was a boy, I loved it even more. I think we go into that, like, let's be that little boy again. So let's see the excitement. And when I was a little boy, I loved it even more. So I've kind of moved my shoulders up a little bit. I've got a big grin on my face, excitement in my eyes. Oh, when I was a little boy, I squidged up all of my things. And when I was a little boy, I loved it even more because of real excitement in my movement. And then we get into the storytelling. Okay? So I feel like this character probably feels a little bit more relaxed in this storytelling bit. So, and kind of brings down. So my shoulders are going to calm down a bit. I'm going to slow down the pace of my delivery of the lines, and I'm going to think about how I'm going to say this. So, sometimes we used to have it for tea, and Mum used to say, if there's any left over, you can have it to take to school tomorrow to have at playtime. Now, do you see what I've done there? So the lines are in speech marks because that's the mum. So let's think about the character of the mum that you're going to play. I've slowed it down to start off with. We're going to build up the pace gradually to get more and more excitement out of there. But sometimes we used to have it for tea, and mum used to say, and then I found a little voice for the mum. So we've got a little bit like this, a little bit of West Country I have, line with like, if there's any left over, you can have it to take to school. And she's got slightly different gestures. I might have her like this. Now, if there's any left over, you can have it to take to school tomorrow to have a playtime. Yeah, so I've got a little different gesture. She's got a nodding head as well. If there's any left over, you can have it to take to school tomorrow to have at playtime. Like a lovely little character that I've got for her. But it might be that your mum is a really kind of posh mother. Now, if there's any left over, you can take it to school tomorrow and have it at playtime. You know, she might be more like that. Or she might be a little bit rough, a little bit like she's on EastEnders, so she might be saying that. Or if there's a left day, you can have it take it to tomorrow to have a playtime, or whatever. Or she might be like Count Dracula. Or she might have a different accent altogether. If there's any left over, you can have it to take a time. Is she French, perhaps? Or Australian? If there's any left over, you can have it to take to school tomorrow to have a playtime. It's completely up to you where she is from and who she's like and what she's like. As a mum, but kind of think about what kind of elements of the character. Is she kind of really like snooty, looking down on you? Is she quite kind? Is she quite ditzy? What is she like as a character? And kind of develop that in the way that you say it and your hand gestures that go with it, because they're going to help really convey the character. It might be that you've got a couple of big costumes that she wears a little hat you can add to the little scene, or she puts a little scarf on when it's her line. Whatever you want to do is absolutely fine. So she then says, she says that line, and then he goes, and the next day I would take it to school, wrap it up in tin foil, open it up at playtime, sit in the corner of the playground, eating it. You know how the icing on the top is all shiny and it cracks as you bite into it, and there's the other kind of icing in the middle, and it sticks to your hands, and you can lick your fingers and lick your lips. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah. So, do you see what I've done there? We've played around with the pace a bit. So there's moments where I'm really kind of speeding up and getting very excited. And then moments where I bring it down again and we get really kind of the build up to it. So it's not all on the same level of speed and the same level of volume, because I've quietened it right down at the beginning. So the next day I would take it to school, wrapped up in tinfoil. I'm even leaning forward each time, I like to build up that suspense as it starts to get a little bit faster, a little bit louder, as he gets more and more excited about it. And then so you're going, as you're describing the eating, you know how the icing on the top is all shiny and it cracks. It's really like, use the hand gestures as well to show and highlight what you're doing. As it cracks as you bite into it. Let's really hear the T of bite, because it's going to be really exciting to hear the bite into it. And there's a other kind of icing, even more getting into a next layer of it. There's a other layer of icing in the middle, and it sticks to your hands, and you can lick your fingers and you can lick your lips. Oh, and then we're slowing it right down again for the end. Oh, it's lovely. But that's just my interpretation of it. It's completely up to you how you do it. You might want to start really slow and start really fast and slow it down, or you might want to get it so it kind of goes more like a roller coaster. And So that's coming to the end of today's session. I'd really love to see your chocolate cake videos and see what you can come up with. I hope you've enjoyed it today and see what you can create out of this. It's just supposed to be like the starting points. You can go out there and see what you can create and explore based on this initial idea. Now, each week I want to set you not only just a practical challenge but also a design challenge, and today's design challenge is looking at making a prop. So a prop is something that actors hold on stage or touch or use on stage at some point. So the prop I'd like you to think about making this week is, you'll never guess, a chocolate cake. So see what you could do. It could be that you actually go and make a chocolate cake for your family, which would be a really lovely thing to do. Send us a photo of that wonderful chocolate cake. Or it could be that you make a kind of a prop chocolate cake. So if you think about in the theatre, if you're doing a long run of this wonderful play that you've written called Chocolate Cake, and there's a chocolate cake on stage each night that doesn't actually get eaten, or just see bits of it get eaten. It might be that you make the whole cake out of something that's going to last a long time. So it might be you use some cardboard and some paint and make it look as realistic as possible, but not actually have to have a real chocolate cake. So either way, I'd love to see what you can create for your own chocolate cake, and then use it in your creation of the wonderful poem Chocolate Cake by Michael Rosen. Thanks so much. It's been lovely to see you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay safe and have a lovely time. Bye.